toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to around him to play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it. In so many different ways, he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They've got it to the yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air, it's Owens. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quickly complete. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
The Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. Got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right, the opponent.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
TCU.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Booth. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Zings it complete to the right. Made a defender miss. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Back to throw, it's Flores. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of running room. The 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And you're going to continue to feed this man the ball. How about game one over 100 yards? How about game two already over 100 yards? This guy is getting the ball a lot, and there's a reason why. He's productive.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Offense gets set for second down. Got it behind the line. It's Booth. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Flores. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. There he goes. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got a man. It's Baker. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Payne. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Creates a little room. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Lopez. Brought down at the 31, it is a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Flores. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hicks. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hicks. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Carry-On. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes throws the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Grabbed in the middle. It's carry on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's 4. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes and Boone Pickens Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Cowboys will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. To throw, it's Owens. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
They'll go to the toss. Got room to work. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
42, Oklahoma State, 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The sure hands, it's Brown. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Now on second down. To the air. It's Flores. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the wide receiver. Direct snap. It's Payne. Oh, he's got some space. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down. And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with the stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the game.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Flores. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Off play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. It'll be a draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Palmer. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the ground. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Complete downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Payne. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that. The house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got a little space. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the...
Snags it down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A sudden change on the turnover. Manny was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many...
There he goes. He's at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gets the back moving. Toss sweep to the left. Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Slithers into space. Turning on the Jets. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, here's the return. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not